they basically said I had to get surgery. But let's see, it was called Arthroscopy, Microfracture, BioCartilage, Transplant. Hello there, my name is Jesus Alvarado, and today I'm going to talk about the surgery I went through a couple weeks ago. It had to do with my knee, and the injury started like a few years ago, and I wasn't sure of how it actually happened. Talking with my doctors, it felt like it was either through overuse from playing basketball, soccer, and running, or another theory was that in one of the games I may have collided with someone and it broke off a part of the cartilage, and as time went on and as then I kept moving, it finally broke off, and then a lot of pain ended up coming from it. The big issue with the knee was that anytime I would bend my knee, anything below, like more at around like 30 degrees, it would like collapse. I didn't have any type of power or strength. Sprinting became very difficult, and I was unsure of what it was. I started off with my first round going to my doctor and asking, hey, not sure what's going on with my knee. What could we do? She ended up recommending an MRI, and a few weeks later, went to do my MRI, did the thing, and then a few weeks later, results came. I will put the results of that one somewhere around here. It said that it could be my meniscus. And just so you guys know, this is my left leg. So it potentially said it was my meniscus. I had some edema around there, some type of Baker cyst in the back of my knee, a lot of crap. So I was flustered about it because I knew that the recovery for this was gonna take a long time. With this information, I got referred to PT, went to PT and went there for like maybe a month and a half, 2, trying to kind of like massaging the knee, figuring out what was the reason of why I had some meniscus tears. The therapy worked until it didn't. And then I stopped doing that because I felt like I was wasting money. And so I just kind of avoided any type of sport or workout that would aggravate my knee. So I transitioned over to weightlifting. That went pretty good. Did that for over a year. Things went pretty good. But any type of lower leg lifting was also starting to irritate me. Leg extensions. I already didn't like squats, but this aggravated the knee even more doing squats. That I knew something was wrong when even squatting the bar, it hurt. So follow up with my doctor again, and she suggested a second MRI. And I'm like, hey, whatever works, man. I'll pay whatever needs to be paid. The MRI was like many weeks ahead, and I just kept thinking about what could have possibly been. Day finally comes where I go do the MRI. It was super early in the morning. Do the thing as last time, and then leave. I was hoping that we would finally get an answer to the question that I had about what was going on with my knee. A couple days pass, get a message on my chart, and it finally kind of gives some more insight of what was happening with my knee. The meniscus tears that I had on the knee ended up healing. They weren't as big as I thought, so I guess that's good. But the cartilage, like on top of my knee, somewhere around, I think either this area, around this area on the top part, that was pretty badly injured. And it was basically bone on bone, which would explain why bending, going downstairs, going upstairs hurt a lot. So ended up talking with a specialist, and they basically said I had to get surgery. At this point, I forgot what the surgery was called. Actually, let me look it up real quick when I got time. It's not like I got anything else to do. But let's see, it was called Arthroscopy, Microfracture, BioCartilage, Transplant. I'll put it up here. And I also put like a little video of what it is. And as that video is going, the best way that I can describe it is basically they're going to go into the knee, they're going to find the area that's affected, and they're going to do like a drywall patch. You know, there's a hole in your drywall, you end up in order to fix the drywall, you have to put some stuff over it. So they kind of go in, smooth out the areas. But for this instance, they ended up drilling some holes to cause some growth of secondary cartilage, or whatever the terminology would be for that. But it's not as strong cartilage, but it's better than nothing. I asked the doc, and they said out of 10 being real cartilage and 1 being it'll never be the same. It was like a 7 or 8, so yeah. B. C plus, B minus, not bad. They ended up drilling the holes and they put the BioCartilage paste in that area to kind of fill it up. And then they put some type of coating on top to kind of help it heal and stay there. And I'll put some more information on the screen as we go along. The surgery wasn't that bad. It was about hour 15. Medicine really knocked me out real quick. Thought I could fight it, but did not. As of right now, I have been in a brace, and I can show you guys. Right here, boom, boom, boom. Very nice. It's been about, let me see. Whew. It's been, let's see, over, because my surgery was March 20th. It's been almost over a month since the surgery. And I'm finally happy that I'm kind of moving along, kind of figuring out what the issue was. And I'm going to kind of document what's going on, not only for you guys out there on the interwebs, because I was trying to find anyone's journey about this similar type of surgery and what the recovery time was. And there was only one guy that I found, and he was a parkour guy. I'll link him somewhere here in the bio. But I kind of saw his journey, and his was way worse than mine. But it kind of gave me an idea of kind of where things were going. So I thought, you know what, what's a great way to kind of, I guess, start off my own little YouTube stint and kind of have a documentation for my son. He was just born in January. Kind of see the evolution of this year and how much has changed for me. Hi, Solomon. You'll see this. I don't know when you'll see this, but your dad was incapacitated at this time. But yep, I'm going to kind of give you the journey that I'm going to go through. So far, PT's somewhat straightforward. Right now it's in delay because there was a lot of people that filled in the time slots that I wanted. So I had my first PT session on Friday of last week. I'll put the date right there. And very simple. You had to do your normal orientation thing. They asked your questions about insurance, blah, 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 blah. How did it happen? All that song and dance. There was two exercises that were the main focus. There was one, and I will show the demonstration here. The first one is bending. Take off the brace, and then you're going to work on keeping your legs straight, and then bend your right knee at about 90 degrees. You're going to lift your leg, but you're going to activate your quad. Once you activate your quad, you're going to lift it up. Hold it for like 2 Mississippis, bring it down, and that will be 2 sets of whatever I can tolerate. At the time it was 2 of 6, and today it's about 2 of 8. So it's progress. The last exercise that I had to do was actually doing like heel drags. Here's what it is. Boom. So same thing, 2 of 6, first day, and then I eventually ended up getting 2 to 8. And now my next appointment is a week from today, I believe, early in the morning. I'll let you guys know how that goes, but for the remaining time, I will update you on how things have been going. As of now, it's okay. The physical therapist said it's about where it needs to be, so on par. I personally would rather have it way ahead. Shoot, I'm really up for anything. Any type of stuff that could help heal it, recover faster, I'm all about that. That's kind of where I stand on that portion. You're going to follow me through this journey of recovery from this surgery. Hopefully this could give you insight if you go through something similar. I'll put all the information, kind of what they described my knee was from the first MRI to the second MRI, and I'll kind of go in depth a little bit more later. But at least to start off, that's what I want to do. I started this channel, kind of have my journey from this injury to finally trying to going back to being athletic. I love competing. I've been competing in sports since an 8th grader till 2 years ago. Track and field, cross country, soccer, wrestling, and I've only played baseball like in elementary, but yeah. I played it with my brother when he ended up playing in high school, which was really nice. You're gonna go on this journey, see how I recover, see what you can get out of this. Hopefully I can motivate people that are going through something similar as I am. And then, once this journey is done, the next journey will be, I'm stealing this from someone, but it's called the local legend. Basically, I'm gonna try to get my spot back into the running scene here, get back into that, doing the local races here. My goal is still to win the turkey trot here, so I was close a few years ago and took second, but hopefully, maybe in the next 2 to 3 years I can accomplish that, but we'll see how things go. This first arc is going to be the recovery arc and trying to get myself physically healthy in a sense of injuries, working my way into getting back into being competitive, whether it's semi-pro soccer. I'll even take the Hispanic League at this point. And then getting back into my running roots, how I really got into shape and expanded to my other sports that I played. And then hopefully one day play with my brothers again in basketball and win some type of trophy championship, whether it's the Gus Macker, some random 3v3 at a random college, something. I just want to get back out there and really compete again. It's something I truly miss, and hopefully I can get there again. Yeah, another reason I wanted to do this is just to document so my son can see, just to show that whatever happens, you gotta just keep pushing. Well, for the moment, that's it, what I got for now. I'll update you on the next one. See you later.